Good evening, lovely crafters. Apologies I was unable to do the live earlier this evening. I had a prior arrangement with family that I had to attend. The card that I had planned for you and that I'm going to do in the video, we're going to have a bit of fun and go a little bit Halloween themed. So this is the card. I hope you like it. We're using, it's all Lisa's products, apart from obviously a bit of card, ink and a little bit of ribbon, which I already had in my stash. I have added the back onto there so it will stand, and actually the bottles I quite like them because I like them to rock. I mean, you can flatten the bottom if you want to, but oh sorry, it's fell over. But I like the little rock, or if you, like I say, cut the bottom off flat if you want it to stay still. My other idea with this, but I don't have any sweets to hand because they don't last in this house, they get eaten, was I don't suppose many of the children will be able to go trick-or-treating this year. So my thoughts was, if you have a neighbour's little one, or you have a grandchild, or any young one really that would normally go trick-or-treating that won't be, you could make them something like this and then just put some sweets, connect them, glue the bag or staple in the middle, so it stands with the Halloween sweeties in the middle. I just thought that'd be a nice little thing to give to your children, relatives, or anybody you know. Okay, so I'll get started and put that on one side. So first of all, we've used the large bottle stamp. You can see that. And what I've done, I've stamped it with silver embossing powder and embossed it, heat embossed. I do like silver on black, you get a lovely effect. And then that's been die cut out. And then I've done what I've done for the back, because I wanted it slightly smaller so it doesn't show through, I've just drawn round in orange and then cut inside, because I just wanted it to go behind so the orange is hidden. Okay, so that's your base of your card. Now there's different ways of doing this. I just wanted a little bit of decoration on here. Now you could use stencils, but one of the sets I always is my go-to is the textures. As you can see, mine is so well loved. I think I use them on nearly every project I do, to be honest, because they just fit in with everything. We're going to use the little small sort of little splodges and things, you know which one I mean. Lovely it is. I've fallen in love with the new Distress Oxide, the Crackling Campfire. It's such a rich orange, but it's very deep and very strong as well. Okay, so just remember that when you're using it. So for the background, we're going to don't tap too hard, it will be new because it's a new colour, because it's very, as you can see, it's a really deep colour. And then randomly I'm going to stamp the splats onto the bottle. Now obviously with oxides, normally we would add water to them, which I did fine spray my original with water. Now this one I'm not going to do so, and I'll tell you why. Oxides on black card are really bright without the water being added. They are still effective when the water's added, but the water added tends to turn them into sort of a chalk. Now I do like this effect as well. I'm not saying don't do that at all, but if you can see the difference, that's really bright, and I think I do actually like that better than the original. But it's trial and error, and it's trying different techniques. And I didn't realise, actually, I've never used an orange on black, how bright it comes up. If you use the normal Distress inks, it isn't. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that. I'm going to do a few more techniques, I think, using some of Lisa's stamps and stencils, so you can see the difference. Okay, so that's basically the front of the card, or the bag holder, whatever you're going to use it for. So I'm a bit of one that I like to get value for money out of my products, and when I get to buy a dice set or a stamp set, I look for other things that they can be made into. Now I wanted to do, I love pumpkins. I know Lisa Robson did a beautiful pumpkin card, but I wanted to do some smaller pumpkins, and I thought, right, I'm going to find one of Lisa's products that I think will work. And this one, I love this one because it has all your essentials. I think these can just be used for every season, all year round. And I was looking, and I think I actually had it upside down. I think that's what made me think, oh, that could be sort of a smiling face. And that's how the pumpkin balloon was born. So this is the die set we used. It's the Essentials Accessories, contains 18 dies. Lovely, lovely set, that one. It's a must because it just covers, one of these will go with every single card that you make. Just wonderful. Okay, I'll just put that to one side. Now, the way you do your pumpkins is up to you. Obviously, pumpkins are dirty, different coloured oranges. You can, if you want to, just get some orange card. In fact, that's the same orange card that I've got the back in. Die cut them, and if you want to, you can leave them as is, but I like them with a little bit of texture or colour. So what I did, I got distress oxides, I've got spice marmalade, squeezed lemonade, and again the crackling campfire. So to start with, I'll put a little bit on the mat. And I've got Lisa's mat under here, but I'm doing it here because it's just easier to clean up, and then I can clean, because I haven't cleaned up properly from earlier, which I need to do from doing some samples. So spray a little bit, dab a little bit of oxide onto your mat, and then you need a little bit of, this time we are going to spray with water. I'm using this distress sprayer because it sprays quite fine, finer the better. Then what I'll do is, in fact, I'm going to use these tweezers, best tweezers these are. So I like the smile that way, okay? So I'm just going to grab it with the tweezers, and then I'm going to randomly dab like that, okay? It's not to look pretty or in any particular order, it's just a random colour. Now if you think you've got a little bit much, which I think I might have there, you can just dab it with a little bit of kitchen roll or a towel, and as you can see, there's like it gives it a bit of a stain effect. Okay, then I'm going to add a little bit of the spice marmalade. So again, just dab onto your mat, and a little tinkle of the water, that's it. Okay, and I'm going to get that one again, and this time we're going to, that's better, a little bit of spice marmalade. Then I'm going to go back in to the yellow, and then I'm just going to grab a bit of tissue and just dab that away. Then I will dry that off, and you will see you get like different shades of the orange. Very easy, simple technique. It's just to sort of give it a bit of a shaded look, rather, because pumpkins aren't just one orange. As you can see, I've done that with all these ones, and as it's dried, I've dry your layers in between, and then with the oxides the colours layer up, and it just gives it a little bit of interest and texture. Quite like that. So I'm just going to, in fact I'm not going to, what I do, don't wipe it up, use some paper, and we will use this. There you go, look at that. This is what I'd used earlier. Dab your card onto there, and there we are. Look at that, we've got another backing paper. We can use that for something else. Yeah, don't ever waste your inks. So I'm just going to wipe up the rest. There's just a little bit there. Oh, let's span round. Okay, right then, so this is nearly dried. It has oxided a little. It has actually, it's not as bright as when it's wet, but it's still a lot brighter than the original. Yeah, a lot brighter, like that. Okay, right, the pumpkins. So obviously we need the eyes and the nose, and this is kind of where we're heading. So I thought, right, what can I use? So this one again, I use this, that middle of that star and the middle of that one and this one. I cut a few out just to see which sizes I wanted, because when you make a pumpkin as well, I mean, yours might be perfect and even mine aren't. So I cut the stars out, and I like some of my eyes different size, some of the mouths, nose, sorry, is a different size. I don't think it matters. I think it's all the fun of it. So I use the star, and we literally just cut off the points of the star. Now for this one, I am using the same, so they will all look similar, but like I said, don't worry if they're not, that doesn't matter. So we have our little pumpkin, and then see, these are quite easy. You could just make up batches of these, and you could make little decorations for sweetie bags. Like I say, as the kids probably won't be coming to your door this year, you could just leave them on the doorstep or hand them over to the parents in the daytime rather than kids trick-or-treating. Right, and we just stick that on there. Okay, and there we go, we have our little pumpkin. So I've made up quite a few of these already done, because you don't see repeats, and as you can see, every one is slightly different shade in different colour, and because you've got the two sizes of balloons, you get the different sizes, and I just think they're really cute. Now the pumpkin has sort of, I know it has like a stem on the top. I've used this is a Bundle Sage distress marker, just because it's what I've got handy. You can use any brown pen or dark green, anything you think will match in and look like a pumpkin, and then I'll just scribble sort of a little, looks like hair really. So that's the stalk. So I'm going to go ahead and colour that in. So we need, I think we did 5 on the original. That's 1, 2. And as you can see, you can, I mean, you don't have to use the stars. You could do them, give them all slightly different faces. You could add eyebrows. There's lots of different things you can do. Okay, make that a bit darker. And then what I did is just put a few, in fact I'm going to do them with the thicker end. Just a few little lines coming down, because I know pumpkins do have, they are quite textured. I might colour that one in, that's it. So just to give it a little bit of texture like a pumpkin would be. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just, you know, it's just for a bit of fun. There you go. And I like these because they're all smiling, they're not scary pumpkins. Okay, so then what we're going to do is stick our pumpkins onto our bottle, and this is where, just have fun with it, stick them where you like. So we'll put on there. You can 3D them if you like. Also, if you wanted, you could add a little bit of glossy accent and 3D them up. I was going to paper piece the mouth back in, but then I thought, well, I don't need to because I've got a black background, so it just works. There you go. So as you can see, your mouth works. But if you were doing it on a different colour background, I would cut some more out and paper piece in the black, so your mouth's black. Oh, this one looks a bit grumpy. So, right, what did we do? We had 5, didn't we, on that one? Okay, we'll stick with 5. Or shall we? Oh, I don't want to leave him out. Should we put him? No, we'll stick with 5. We'll use those on another one. Okay. So see how easy that was? Like I say, you could do it on 3D pads, you could have them glossy accents, lots of different ways you can do this. Now we're going to go for the decoration. Oops, let's stick him back on. Decoration around the top, which is my favourite bit. Now, one of my favourite die sets from Lisa is the From Little Acorns. I think it's really special. It's so versatile, and these leaves can be used for so many different projects and can be used all year round. Don't just think autumn, think Christmas, colour them up, think summer, think spring. They are just lovely. And then think skeleton leaves for winter cards. There's so many different ways, and I think these call out for Christmas as well. Lovely, lovely set. Now, I know I've told you this before, I like to bulk cut quite a lot of things out, so as you can see, I've done lots of them, and don't always have them how they're shown on the packaging. Lisa likes you to experiment and have fun, so you can stick the line over and have them, you know, like a leaf that way, or you can, I like the inner on there, I like just the skeleton part, and I think that's quite realistic, because when you think of your leaves on the floor, none of them are perfect. They're all different shapes, colours, sizes. So I've stuck to the brown and orange theme because we're doing autumn. Now for this one, we're going to use the pin flare, but you can use any glue. The glue isn't really important for this. So what I'm going to do is place, I'm just going to see where I placed it on there, a bit lower down. We're going to put a blob, that's it, quite a big blob of glue gel. You can use any silicone glue that you have in your stash. Okay, and then it's a case of adding the leaves where you would like them placed. So again, leaves are all different, so they don't have to match. It's about, let's put that on there. It's back to a bit like the lab I did the other week, placement, you know, a bit like the flower arranging. And you can use as many as you like, because they all are absolutely beautiful. Then when you placed a couple, what I've done here, I've used the word boo. Now these would be nice, you could personalise them and have the words of the name of the child who you're going to give it to. Because I think if children can't go trick-or-treating, to give them something before, just so they've got a little something, it just makes it a bit more special. This is the mini banner alphabet. I know many of you have got these. I left them on the card. I prefer to do it like that because I don't really want to, I'm not very good, I lose things. So I just put a bit of card over the letter that I want. So because mine's sort of for anybody, I've gone for the word boo. And I got a little bit of black sort of string that was already in my stash. Okay, so I'm going to place the word now so it's underneath the leaf so you don't see the top. But these are loose, so they're not going to be, they're not really meant to be boo sort of straight across. Like I say, this is all a bit of fun. So we've got them to go that way. There we go. Boo. Oh. It's the only thing with glue gel, it's a bit messy, but it's worth it because with the glue gel you can move things around. I quite like that. I mean, you could stick those down if you wanted, but I'm not going to. I like them to be loose. I'm going to just add a tiny bit more of glue gel on top, only a little bit, and I'm going to use this tool. Comes in very handy for the glue gel. Just scrape across the top if you only want a small amount. Okay, there we go. Sticky. Lovely stuff though, it works lovely. Okay, and then I'm just going to wipe that off camera, give it a wipe. That's okay. So it's coming together. And then it's a case of building up your design how you personally want to do it. You can just do a couple of leaves if you like. And I think these are also a nice little thing for adult to give a friend, because we're not seeing as many friends as we like at the moment. And you could, in the middle, you could add a little boozy bottle or something, I suppose. Just do something a bit, I don't know, something a bit cheeky. Right, I think that's okay. Then I've got loads of ribbon in my stash. I've got brown, lots of different colours. I've tried to stick with the colour theme. This is like a brownie colour. We all do bows different. I tend to go for, I've got a bow maker somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's hidden away. I go for the bunny ears, tie them round and pull, and then it's a case of adjusting your bow until you've got the size that you want. that's nice, that's about right. And then we will go ahead and snip there and there. Make sure you use good scissors for this, because I did earlier try to cut ribbon with some scissors that weren't very sharp and it pulls and tags. It's not very good. So there we have, you see the lovely bow. Okay, and I'm just going to place that on top. It will stick. This is the time when you've got, if you want to make any changes, you could add stamens. What I did mean to add, but I didn't have time to cut any, was there's the little like a little twig that also come in. I think that comes in the, yes, in the acorn set, like these, and the leaf there. You could add all these. These are all different ways I've added onto here. And what I also did, if you haven't got any orange card, some of the pumpkins, I actually just used distress oxide, sorry, layered up on card and die cut out the card. So there's different ways of doing it. Whatever you've got, if you haven't got the right orange card, make the colour, and then if you do it with the ink, you can make everything to match. Okay, you can also ink the card that you're cutting your leaves out of. So if you've got a nice brown ink and an orange ink all your card up and then die cut everything out the same coordinating inks, and you will already have got the distress part of it then. Just different ways. Okay, we're nearly done. And then all I've done is cut out the back, that's the backing, and I've just folded over the top, which we're going to stick. Add a little bit of glue to the top there, and then at this point, if you're going to put a bag in here, just maybe stick it in there now before you do this. And the reason I haven't gone for black for the back part is because it's just harder to write on if you haven't got sort of white or gold or silver pens. I'm just going to pull that up slightly. Right, I can't, it's not going to stick fully. I'm just going to push it behind. So I'll press that down. You would then leave that to fully dry. And what I'll do, I will take a photo later of it. And there you go. And I think that's just a lovely little thing to give, even to an adult. Just send it to somebody if it makes them smile. I think put a few, like I say, put a little bag with sweets in the middle, and then you can place your message on the back. So this is the original. That's the one where I sprayed the water over the oxide, but I think I like it very much brighter without, and these just dangle around. Like I say, personalise this part, because that's what you can do with these. So that's my video. Okay, Lisa is back on our screens very soon. It's going to be a very special show, as are all Lisa's shows. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, I will be back doing my live a week on Wednesday, hopefully. And I wish you all well and a good night.